The Intangibles.
A city can disappear in many ways. It can burn. It can sink. It can be conquered. It can be forgotten. But Ersilia disappears differently. It leaves behind its relationships. This is Ersilia, a city from Invisible Cities by Italo Calvino. A city where the people do something strange. Between the corners of their houses, they stretch strings. From window to window, from door to door, from roof to roof. Each string means something. A relationship, a debt, a promise, a trade, a family tie, a command, a desire, a memory. At first, the strings are simple. A few lines crossing the streets. A few signs of connection. A city quietly revealing what usually remains unseen. But slowly, the web begins to grow. Every new relationship adds another line. Every agreement leaves a trace. Every obligation pulls across the air. And Ersilia becomes covered in threads. Thin threads, tight threads, colored threads. Threads that pass over courtyards, through streets, between balconies, above the heads of people walking below. The city begins to look less like stone and more like a nervous system, a map of hidden forces, a body made of tension. From far away, you might think Ersilia is delicate, almost beautiful, a city suspended inside its own web. But to live there is different. To walk through Ersilia is to walk through everything that connects you. Every bond is visible. Every dependency is stretched in front of you. Every secret relation becomes part of the architecture. The city no longer hides its inner life. It exposes it. And maybe this is why Ersilia becomes impossible to inhabit. Not because the houses collapse, not because the streets fail, but because the invisible becomes too dense. The people can no longer move freely through the web they have made. So they leave. They take down their walls. They remove their roofs. They dismantle the city, and they go somewhere else. But they leave the strings behind. The houses disappear. The streets disappear. The voices disappear. Only the web remains, a fragile skeleton of relationships, standing in the empty air. And when the people build another Ersilia, they begin again. New houses, new streets, new lives, new threads, until the web grows dense once more, until they must leave again. This is the strange beauty of Ersilia. It shows us that a city is not only made of buildings. A city is also made of the lines between people. The things we owe, the things we promise, the things we inherit, the things we cannot cut. We usually think architecture is made of walls, doors, roofs, windows, and streets. But perhaps the deeper architecture is invisible. It is made of attention, of memory, of power, of affection, of dependence, of all the silent lines that hold people together. Ersilia makes those lines visible. And once they are visible, they are difficult to ignore, because we also live in webs, not always made of thread. Sometimes they are messages, names, photos, debts, expectations, family histories, work, friendships, old promises, things unsaid. We move through them every day. We are shaped by them, pulled by them, held by them, sometimes protected, sometimes trapped. And maybe, like Ersilia, we keep rebuilding our lives somewhere else, hoping the web will be lighter next time. But the threads follow us, because the city is not only where we live, it is also what connects us. Ersilia disappears, but its web remains. And perhaps that is the truth Calvino leaves suspended in the air. Buildings can vanish. Streets can be erased. A city can be abandoned. But the relationships that shaped it do not disappear so easily. They remain, thin and trembling, like threads in the wind. The visible city is gone, but the intangible city is still there, held between points, held between people, held by everything that once passed from one life to another. Thank you for watching. If this place stayed with you, then maybe it was never only a place. Stay close to the intangibles, where every story, city, symbol, and silence leads to something beneath the visible world. Until the next doorway.